KT7 up here. Today, I will go over some highlights and give my thoughts on the upcoming unit Shalze. She is a buffing support unit that can grant courage to her teammate and has some healing capabilities. She has a couple crazy abilities and is a great teammate for Soul. Shalze is a 70 cost fire unit with a new job, Supplicant. Her sub-jobs are Cleric and Kododama Wielder. These are the items we will go over today. Let's get started. Let's go over her TMR first. It is a cloth. The ability is an AoE buff up to 4 panels away. Grants the group elemental chain resistance 40 and nullify frostbite, blind and paralyze for 3 turns. Her stats are nothing impressive, but that's fine because she is a support unit. Magic and agility are above average. Attack type resistances are 10 to slash, 5 to strike and 5 to magic. -15 to pierce and -5 to missile. Ailment resistances are 50 to silence, that's great, 10 to confusion and 50 to slow. She is a 97 faith unit. I would recommend to have charm resistance on her. Next up, her mastery ability. Typical fire element buff. And for herself, -3 hate and crit evade 15. At level 140, she gets 200 skill activation time down for both attack and non-attack skills. Defense up 15, and upgrade to her Rite of Refuge to include AP restore 15 upon crit hits. Moving on to her new staff. The additional ability is magic up 25%. And for Shalze only, she will get 15% max HP up, AoE resistance of 8, and CT up 200 when her HP falls below 20%. Magic type is the one you want to go with. Continuing to her main job support abilities. Both are great. The first one is skill activation time down 200 and increase all her buffs and debuffs duration by 1 turn. This is a must for her. Pretty much all her buffs will stay on for the whole fight. The other support ability is also very good. AoE resistance 15 and crit evade 15. I like this one for her a lot as well. Her main job reaction has a 30% proc chance, lowers all incoming damage by 30%. This is not bad as well, but I think she has a better one. Next, let's go over her limit burst. It is a courage buff for one teammate and herself. She also gets hate down 6 after using it. This is her highest priority ability. This is very good. Courage is now more difficult to deal with compared to re-raise. Imagine putting it on your tank or evade unit. It can also enable Hio to use an AoE buff on his first turn, without worrying he gets baited to attack too soon. Her next ability is a Select 2 buff. Grants them HP regen and increase physical and magic damage by 20% when regen is active. Another great ability. Next up is her bread and butter buff. A diamond shape AoE and the effects last for 4 turns. Grants the group AoE resistance 20, crit evade 20, light and dark resistance 30, protect, and AP restore 15 upon crit hits. With her +1 buff duration, these effects will last for 5 turns. This is one crazy ability. Fire has Rain and Hio, both have very good AoE resistance, plus Soul's new AoE damage reduction mechanic. This buff is perfect for them. Also, Shalze herself has very good crit evasion. This can increase her survivability as well. Okay, next is a self buff. For 3 turns, grant her self defense and spirit up 15 and ice resistance 30. I would recommend to turn this off if you want her to cast a TMR buff such as Helena's headdress. The next ability is a single target heal. It has a cast time of 360 and only recovers small amount of HP. I would turn this off and use her cleric healing ability. Shalze also has full life. 50% chance to revive a teammate and recover HP to 100%. Now her job 25 ability. It is an attack. Diamond shape AoE, up to 5 panels away. First lower targets all attack type resistance by 15 for 3 turns, then deals damage small. This won't do very much damage, but the debuff is great. She rarely uses this though, as she has the support AI. Next are her sub-jobs. From Cleric, she gets Cleric Intuition, giving her more agility and spirit. This is a good one to have if you want her to be faster. For Reaction, she gets Auto Cure. I would recommend this over her main job Reaction. The notable ability is Curative Prayer. Just like her main job Heal, it has a 360 cast time, but it is a medium heal which is better. From Kododama, she gets Ice Spirit's Blessing and Magic Up. And Steeled Ephemeral Form as Reaction. The notable ability is Bursting Light, an AoE guaranteed hit. This is okay, Cleric is the better sub-job in my opinion. That's all from her kit. Let's go over her vision card. Amazing artwork as always. The card supports Great Sword, Staff Devout, Katana and Ninja Blade. The stats are HP 358, 145 Magic and 3 Agility. The party abilities are Dark Resistance 24, Physical Man-Eater 20, and Slash Penetration 35. The bestowed abilities are Magic Up 10% and Dark Resistance of 10. This is a very good and interesting card. Super heavy Dark Resistance, plus it is magic based but boosts physical damage. Up until this point, I don't think it is a must-have, but definitely one that I would love to pick up randomly. Next, Equipments and Espers. Her new staff is a must, the additional abilities are so good. For her second slot, Survival Vest is the best. Pod 153 can give her some agility and single target resistance. In her TMR slot, Helena's Headdress is my top choice, giving her damage barrier and some agility. For her Espers, I think Dark Siren is a great choice for her if you are not putting it on Soul or Rain. It has magic resistance and 18 agility. Any magic-based Esper will be fine, the higher the agility the better. Next, her Truststones. I like the barrier set the most. She is not very good at taking magic damage. It can help her, plus some more healing power. Be sure to give her Crit Evade and Luck Up. All the rest are meta-dependent. On the right side, give her Agility. Attack Skill Activation down and Healing Power Up are must-have. Then Fire Attack Up and Magic Attack Up. Spirit Penetration Up and Magic Resistance Penetration Up. You are not going to rely on her damage, but it is good to have. Okay, sample team. The infamous Shalze plus Soul combo. She is on her Cleric sub with both of her main job support abilities and Auto Cure Reaction. The vision card showing here supports all 3 units. On Shalze, Silver Memories for 60% Magic Up, 16 Crit Evade, and 20 AoE resistance for the party. Also 8% agility from bestowed. The new VC as a sub for some dark resistance, slash penetration, and physical man-eater. The Phoenix card is great choice if you are not going up against dark. It gives the group 10 magic attack resistance. On Soul, he has his own VC. It gives the group 36 elemental chain resistance, 20 magic man-eater, and 15% agility. It also has 10% magic and 10 single target resistance from bestowed. This is a very good VC. The Encounter of Heroes as a sub for 25% more magic and 10 slash resistance. On Hio, he has the Dark Tetra for 15 single target res, and Sara's card for 8% agility. In this setup, Shalze has 30 single target resistance and 43 AoE resistance. With her buff, it will be at 63. Hio is the replaceable unit. Either Kingmont or Rain can do the job. This is the only team I am showing today. Shalze works great with all fire units. Lena's kit should have been something like this. Now my final thoughts. This time I want to do a comparison between Shalze and Minwu. Shalze is a better support in my opinion. Her Diamond AoE resistance buff is OP, and the ability to give courage to a teammate puts her on top of Minwu. Minwu has instant heal and haste. Shalze is one of Soul's best partners. She works so well with his new AoE damage reduction mechanic. However, her courage buff is from her LB, so it will not be available on a second Guild War fight. I don't think she is a must-have, and she is not limited. If you decided not to go for Shalze, Minwoo is a decent replacement. Both of them are in the devout group. All the VCs I just shown will work just fine. Okay, let's go to a couple sample matches. The first match is against the sample team I just shown with my FFBE Fire team. Hio has his own TMR for the longer range buff and fire resistance up ability. Shalze first action. LB courage on their Hio and herself. Plus lowering her own hate by 6. This is her Select 2 ability. Grants HP regen plus physical and magic damage up 20% for 3 turns. I haven't upgraded Rain's LB yet. Still not sure if I am going to stick with this setup. That's her Diamond AoE buff. AoE resistance up 20, crit evade up 20, light and dark resistance up 30, protect, and AP restore 15 upon crit hits. My Soul just healed himself. People are liking Soul to heal mid-fight, but I am not so sure. I rather he attack. We'll have to test it further. That's Curative Prayer from Cleric. Shalze's full life, but failed. Yeah, this is a very good team they have. But I'm not going for bonus VC the next fight, and fix my Truststones. Hio is not bad but could be better. I am planning to try out Kefka with Rain and Soul. Kingmont could be a better choice, but there are too many Soul out here now. Courage on Rain. Huge AoE buff from Shalze. This is such a great ability. Not having instant heal is a drawback from Shalze. Soul just removed their courage. He is the next big release for Global. I will do a full review for him when he is announced. That's it for my Shalze review. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.